Hello and welcome to our 39th episode of the Labyrinth of Thieves campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, back together at last and ready to dive into tonight's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as we post new episodes every other Wednesday. So, last time you all decided to split the party, leaving Gizmo and Al with Mogl. Caché and Fenris decided to eavesdrop on Artrin and Zora and managed to convince their new allies to let them figure out what's going on with the Gluestein sap that they had collected from the Digger's Lair. You discovered that someone close to both Artrin and Zora had been allegedly taken by a high-ranking member of the upper tiers, a man known as Dinjarl of House Loquinroth. Zora managed to track down his right-hand man, known as the Stageman, and the two planned to use the Gluestein to buy their companion's freedom. Caché and Fenris agreed to journey with them, and the four of you found yourselves infiltrating the gentleman's club known as the House of Mint. It was here that you indeed found the Fire Genasi, who paraded himself as the Stageman, which sent Fenris into a spiral of rage. This man was someone on her list. After you discovered the true vileness of this man, in exchange for a future favor, Artrin managed to convince the Stageman to arrange a meeting with Din himself. You three were given tickets to the Opera House for the upcoming performance, where he will be. However, before we get back to the three of you journeying towards Mogl's lair, we are going to start with Gizmo. Brilliant. So, as we fade back in, you are about, between 10 and 11 hours at this point. You've been on the table, and you're getting repairs done. You're actually, you can see and feel what's been going on with the sensors of your suit. You do feel the bottom half, where the most damage to your leg, kind of shake violently for a moment, and then there's a faint outside drilling sound. So obviously he's going to work. He's doing his thing. And kind of hear from outside of the suit, "Fear not, dear sweet construct. This won't hurt a bit, no." It continues to work. So, what upgrades have you decided to go for? The list here again. Yeah, and take your time. I think for the Fate Regulator, you can choose 2 of these rare upgrades.
And these are all of these are rare. There's no level.
All of these are rare. Yeah.
So I think, what did I go for again? So I definitely went for. I was going to go for Bestow Virus because that's just awesome.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Perfect. So that's a new spell.
That one definitely.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
Perfect. So I will need to add these to D&D Beyond, but you can definitely use them after this, during tonight and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so is the... Is this one? Oh yeah, it was between the Codanium heavy weapon upgrade and the Tassad mild shielding armor infusion. But I think, given Gizmo's kind of sort of state of mind at the moment, I think the idea of extra protection is where you go. So I think the mind shielding armor infusion.
Okay, perfect. Shout out to Star Wars 5e. They have some really cool, integrated kind of things. So I was kind of looking through for some inspiration there. I just thought that was a really cool one, especially with all the connections with the Dream Realm. So perfect. Okay, so those 2 upgrades, like I said, I'll add them into your character sheet then after tonight's game. Yeah. But at this moment in time, trading in your Fate Regulator, if that's what you're giving, those 2 upgrades are now being basically processed. So another hour and a half or so passes with Mogl adding those upgrades. And getting closer and closer to the time, your sensors are starting to pick up that your your suit's being nearly fully repaired. I'd say at this point he's just putting on the last touches. And you kind of, how are you feeling, being that you're nearly back to full stance again after being damaged for so long?
I think like there is that same usual feeling of, oh, like the thing that I've been shrouding myself is back up and running, so I'm safe. But it feels a little, even with the upgrades, it feels a little hollower this time, or it feels a little bit more forced. It feels a little bit more like I'm just telling myself this, so because that's what I kind of need to hear. So it's, yeah, there's sort of like, there's definitely a sort of a level of denial, I guess, and he can kind of feel that in the back of his mind, kind of thing. Okay.
So it's like trying to push those thoughts away.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, look, okay, yeah, no, we'll be up and running. In fact, we're even better than before. Let's get going. I've got this.
Yeah. Oh, I know that feeling well.
Yeah.
I know that feeling well, Gizmo. So, as that hour and a half passes, you hear Al speak to you using message. You hear, well, our companions have just left. They told me they'll be back in a while.
Well, that does sound like them. I mean, honestly, fair play to them for waiting this long.
Yeah, they looked quite eager. They ran off after Artrin and Zora. Best leave them off, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few projects we could work on. I don't know about you. I certainly, if we have a bit of time, wouldn't mind looking up a Humphrey with you.
Yeah, speaking of that, I might just go out and get a bit of air until you're kind of back up and running. Come get me when you're ready.
Sounds good.
Al will leave Mogl's den as well, so you are now alone with the Drider. As he continues to put his last touches, you kind of hear, marvelous, incredible, innovation. Oh, this is incredible. And he's just muttering and talking to himself as he works. And then your lenses kind of flick on, and he's like staring down at you. Delightful construct. Who is your maker? I must know them.
I was actually constructed by another construct. It's actually a lineage of constructs. Yeah.
You just see his face just light up. Oh, really?
But unfortunately, I don't know who the originator was. But that's actually kind of what I'm out to try and find out. I'd like to know who he was. Or they were. Or she was. Or it was.
Fascinating.
Maybe it was another rider like yourself.
Could have been. It could have been me for all I know. No. And he continues to speak to himself, and then kind of giggles a little bit. And there is something. You say you were trying to remember, maybe recall who created you, correct?
Sure. Yes.
There's a bit of noise, precursor code in the backup systems of this delightful creation. Would you like me to clear the cache?
Sorry, could you repeat that? What did you just say?
The precursor code. There's a bit of build-up, something blocking some of the systems. Would you like me to get rid of that for you? I
mean, I suppose before we make any decisions on that, could you maybe explain a bit more about this precursor code? What I'm afraid now, while I'm able to look after myself in terms of the nitty-gritty of the manufacturing, I'm not so sure.
Of course. Delighted to talk to you. Yes, my love. And he kind of looks up, and that big, massive core on the wall kind of glows a bit, and he kind of shrinks back. And this code, it's hard to. It seems to be in a language I don't know. I've never seen it before, but there is something foreign. Did you add anything? It's almost an echo of sorts.
I mean, I've had various, I suppose, upgrades during my time. The only thing though that I could perhaps think might be what you're considering here. Well, and I'm gonna summon Echo.
Okay. Echo appears. Eyes just get brighter. As much as this creature is already so absolutely exasperated with you, it just almost reaches out to touch Echo. Are you going to do anything?
I suppose, do we have like a psychic thing? Like if I speak, I don't have to speak out loud, right?
I'd say so, yeah.
I would say
kind of familiar.
I would say to them, I'd maybe recommend avoid letting them touch you straight away.
Okay. Echo kind of agrees and kind of goes back and Mogl kind of pulls his hands back. I do apologize. What an incredible thing to have attached. And yes, this is it. Something in this construct is blocked. Perhaps I can help it be unblocked.
I'll in my mind ask the Echo. Was a ST18KR, I think was the original name. Something like that. I'll say their original name. Do you know what they're talking about? Is this something you would want?
I don't know what they could be asking to free, but there are things about myself I don't recall. Files that are encrypted.
Do you think you prefer leaving them like that, not knowing? Or are you curious?
Be helpful if I rolled a d20. Not a d12.
D4.
I don't know what we'd see.
But now you've got me very interested.
Is it better to know or not?
The worst thing about it is you can't know until you know. But in my mind, the things you can find out, they make up for the things you wish you didn't.
Okay. You can see actually typed on the screen as well, off to the side. Okay.
Oh, impressive. I'll turn back to Mogl. If you think that you can do this, I mean, I think you've done a remarkable job on me. I trust you. Just at least let me keep an eye. It's precious to me.
Of course. Actually, it would be easiest if this gorgeous little creature was back with you. Feeding off of your internal systems would be good for it to have a place to have the power come from in case it needs to be rebooted.
A conduit.
Is that all right?
Of course.
Conduit, of course. Yes, so if you could return, and the little Echo just slowly kind of goes back into the compartment that you have for it. Mogl again kind of moves around you, gets to work. You don't see or feel anything at this moment. You can just hear the little of his fingers and the spider-like legs around you as it's moving. And for a moment, Gizmo, all of your internal systems go down. The whole suit goes dark. That gentle hum of your creation, gone.
Gizmo starts having a little bit of a panic attack. He's like,
okay.
What is going on? It's the start of one. He's not fully in there, but it's like...
Yeah. And it's just like, huh? Like hold your breath almost. Yeah. Waiting for that hum to return. That ringing in your ears. It's so calm and quiet. And then slowly begins to reconnect. You feel it infuse back with your internal nervous system, how you've wired this thing to be so connected to you and your own magic. The upgrades are fully done and integrated, and on that screen that you have to kind of continue to communicate with Echo, you see typed across it, recovering encrypted memory files 15%, 25%, 39%. And you watch.
Better than Norton antivirus anyway.
Sponsors!
Please don't.
After a little bit of time of bated breath, you see one single line across the screen. Would you like to download recovered memory files from STA1KR?
It's basically like I can choose, basically, is it?
Yes or no? Yeah.
I'll select yes.
Okay. 7 memory files appear. Each a slew of numbers, arcane symbols, and strangely enough, Sylvan text. So, which memory would you like to unlock first?
Is there any like different, like, is it literally just 7 looking files, or is it like there's a way of differentiating from between them?
Yep, 7, just 7 files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it's like that kind of just line, but each one is like, you know, when you take a photo off your phone onto the computer and it's just a slew of numbers. That's what you see. You just see, but the numbers are arcane symbols and Sylvan text mixture.
Yeah, but it's basically jargon.
Yeah, I'd say with the Sylvan though, you might be able to pick up 1 or 2 words. So let me know what number you'd like. Or if you'd like to just start at the beginning, it's up to you. Can give you it.
Yeah, the chaos within me is just like pick a random number, but it kind of makes more sense to probably go through the list.
You, hey. It is up to you.
Oh yeah, no, I'll first one. Yeah.
First one? Okay. All right. So, with the first one, the screen, your connection, goes black for a moment. And your suit goes into standby mode. When you kind of open your eyes, you're no longer in your own body. You kind of blink back, tinted blue colorations behind the lenses. And you are in a much larger form. Feels very different to you, Gizmo, being in a suit. You are more as in the body of. I don't have his number in front. He's Stalker. That's the full name. SK. There it is. STA1KR. You find yourself in an impressive workshop. It is kind of a spiraling layout almost, like circular. Similar to Al's tower in some places. But before you can take much more in, a shock of green hair appears right at your right side. And you stare into a face of a man that pulls goggles from his eyes and puts them on top of his head. Easy now. This is your first time awakening. Take your time. This man is clearly of Fey descent. There's twisted, knotted tattoos etched across his skin, moth-like wings on his back. Gizmo, it is like looking at a distant reflection.
Is this my dad?
He looks very similar to you.
Papa?
Papa? When you go to speak, if that's what Gizmo feels to say.
No, sorry.
But you do hear... Out of game. You do actually feel the envoy speak, though, and you hear designation. The man kind of grins widely at you. Yes, I'm Helio Silverhorn. And that grouchy old bastard back there is Dathius. Don't really mind him, to be honest. We are your creators. Gizmo, you feel the entity? Dathius.
Okay.
So yeah, he kind of points, Helio points back at kind of a weathered looking golden skinned dragonborn. He's seen better days. He looks tired, while Helio just looks bright and vibrant in front of you. You can feel, kind of sense that the envoy is almost imprinting in a way, in a construct's way, at creator to creator. He's memorizing it, he's filing it away so that is something that he will always look to and protect. That's like the kind of immediate sensing that you get from Stalker. And there's a recognition of Helio, Dathius, Helio, Dathius, Helio, Dathius. That's kind of what's going on. You've heard that name before, Gizmo. While you have no control in this particular memory, Helio Silverhorn? Yeah. Name appeared in some of the readings that you were doing, all connected to the envoys. You see this golden-skinned dragonborn in the back kind of move, in a sense, towards both of you, the envoy and Helio. He's wearing a mixture of heat-resistant leather, not really armor, but more like robes, someone who's working with a lot of hot material. And he kind of just shakes his head. I told you not to name them. Helio kind of rolls his eyes, and his wings kind of beat back a little bit, and you can kind of see he rises up. He's not as large as the envoy or Dathius, but he's not as small as you. There's definitely an essence of him enlarging himself in this moment while he's working. But he kind of looks to you, the envoy, and he's just a bit bitter. I mean, I cracked the code after all. All your programming needed was a little bit of Fey magic. Dathia kind of just puts his head in his hands. Messing with the chaos from the Feywild is only going to bring us ruin, Helio. I really don't understand why you're doing this. Helio kind of, pish-posh, come on. What's the worst that can happen? They just wanted mindless killing machines for their war. Well, now they have something far more superior. And there's a pause for a moment as you feel this memory file coming to an end. Is there anything else you try to see before you leave?
Can I get any clue whatsoever from what I can see as to where this might be? The actual location of this.
Mm-hmm. Perception check.
Am I on the perception of the envoy or mine?
No.
Damn.
9. Absolutely no idea. Very nice workshop though. Like, yeah. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. Okay. Definitely somewhere in Avasha. Because like just from the amount of times you've spent in different workshops, you've only ever seen that kind of technology and that kind of layout in Avasha. The island itself.
Yeah. Okay.
What city? You have no idea. Or where? It might not even be in a city. There's barely even any windows in this place. But you're pretty sure that you're not like over in the Empire. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Memory fades. Gizmo, you are back into your suit.
I think in that moment, kind of blinking back to kind of awareness, he kind of just sits back for a second, and he's almost sort of forgotten about what, or like he still remembers, but he's forgotten a little bit what happened with the stalker. He's just remembering that man's face and just thinking it over, thinking about the angles of his jaw and the size of his ears and like all these sort of similarities, and he's just kind of like, no, there's no way, like there's just this kind of stuck in a loop a little bit.
Denial.
Not just a river in Egypt.
I will say, yes, the again, shock of green hair. The ears are quite long, a little bit longer than your own, and there were very Celtic-esque tattoos, mostly on his shoulders and kind of crawling up the side of his neck as well. You are very blurry.
Sure, I'll fix it in a second.
So sitting in the suit, I'd say you have time for one more, if you wish.
I absolutely wish, but I also don't want to take up anyone too much time either.
It's all right. It's all right. You do have time for one more.
I look at the last one.
Okay. You're gonna open the last one?
I'm gonna open the last one.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna look at the last one. Okay. We're gonna go with this one. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. No, we're gonna do this. All right. Are you ready to take notes? All right. Screen goes black. You feel your suit again go back into standby, and you close your eyes. The moment your eyes refocus, you feel a gentle sway beneath your feet. Humming sound coming from an engine room nearby. Feels as if you're on an airship. Glancing around, you see a body. In your hand, you're holding a man by the throat as he slowly suffocates in your grasp. You can see the color of his face as the life is leaving him. His eyes terrified. And as he stops moving in your grasp, and he's tearing at your metal hand, and you're not even fazed.
I don't recognize him.
No. But I will say you do realize that it's human. That it is a human man. And as this man dies in your hand, the scales on your arm change, and you take his shape. A familiar voice echoes in your ears, echoes in your mind, more like, because you don't really have ears. ST-81KR, you have your target. Assume your post immediately and wait for the signal. You grasp the long-ranged rifle on the man's back and continue out of the room without a second glance. You make your way through the airship, climbing steps up into the main deck. As you do, you actually recognize Imperial soldiers side to side, darting past. Some of them are preparing cannons and weapons. One of them actually approaches you. Lieutenant Ryder, there you are. We're flanking the Soldat Polaire. The others, the units are in position. We wait for your command. For all the listeners, Chris is freaking out. You disregard the soldier and walk straight to the railing of the Imperial skyship. There, you can see just between the clouds a gray A of Vasha Freedom Fighter skyship. With acute precision, you raise the rifle and aim down the sight. You see unsuspecting technicians moving across the skyship, completing their nightly rounds. You twist the barrel until you find your target. Towards the front of the ship, there are 2 figures, both of drow descent. The closest is male, dressed in near identical Air Colonel uniform you've seen Caché wear while aboard the Silver Countess. His ashen hair falls loose around his collar. He speaks to a young woman, black of hair, combed back into a tight bun. Gizmo, your heart skips a beat as you stare at a much younger Caché sans visage. The 2 are speaking. The man places a hand on Caché's shoulder, and for a moment, you feel the envoy wonder, what are they talking about? But it doesn't really matter, does it? ST-81KR, you may fire when ready. The voice speaks again. Gizmo, you aim down the barrel of the gun at the back of the Air Colonel's head and fire. You watch as blood sprays across Caché's face, and the file immediately ends. How is Gizmo feeling now?
I mean, like, kind of in shock. I mean, he's essentially now more or less harboring someone that, or an entity that has in the past gone after one of my friends, or at least, you know, didn't care if they were caught in the crossfire.
You also recognize the name Soldo Polaire.
Yeah, no, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I already, Caché has mentioned it.
Yeah.
But also kind of like conflicted, because like he remembers the conversation that he had, like what it's like to have your sort of ability to really have freedom of will and choice being taken, and like what you know, like he's kind of balancing the sort of like, is it unfair to feel this way? Yeah, a lot of complex emotions given the last, you know, like 72 hours. A lot has happened, a lot to contemplate.
A lot to take in, a lot to try to manage.
Yeah, like I honestly think at this point, like I think he's a little bit just kind of going into shutdown mode. I think he just kind of like will curl inside in the suit and is just kind of like blankly staring, trying to sort out his thoughts.
Okay. I think it's very justified in how he's feeling. So I think with that in mind, we'll jump back to the rest. And yeah, that's your little mini shot.
Thanks, Amber.
Dad Caché, Jesus.
I would do fair when you said like there was a dead person that you suffocate someone. I was like, it's going to definitely be my dad, but like, okay, didn't go there at least. So that's good.
Oh, could you imagine? God, that just
like, first one was is that my dad? Last memory, oh, that's him killing my dad.
Oh, that's my dad. Nope.
Not confirmed,
definitely.
but a lot of similarities.
Yep,
Possibly
yep,
just an uncle.
not confirmed. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Yeah. Okay, we'll jump back to the rest.
Let's go.
And get everybody in.
Awesome.
So, one thing I will do, however, is for poor Zeb, because you've been gone for a little while.
Been a hot minute.
Yep. So I'll do just a quick little thing with yourself. Gizmo is currently on the table with Mogl, the Drider that you all came to visit, working on him feverishly, muttering to himself, saying all types of words that make you feel very uncomfortable to be in his presence. He has left you, Al, complete range of his workshop. And he also, I think, tore a voice box out of another clockforge and handed it to you to give to Humphrey. So you're currently kind of just working away, and about 10 to 11 hours into this, Caché, Fenris, I think it's Caché that gives you a message. Yeah, I think it was Caché. Sent you a message if I remember correctly, it was, well, oh no, sorry. You got a message from Caché, and then you sent a message to Gizmo. So there's just like communication, basically. Caché and Fenris leave, following Artrin and Zora. They now have left the den. You let Gizmo know that, and you can get to work. So, Al, in this next hour or so, what are you doing?
I think I was going to be working on Humphrey.
Okay.
What was I going to do? I think I wanted to install a grappling hook so that he could like zip. Well, I think it was like I wanted to have him be a bit more mobile,
Fucking
and perhaps,
amazing.
well, and also a voice box. Well, yeah.
Okay, so you are going to go ahead and install the
Well,
voice box as well.
oh god, I don't know. Can I first inspect?
Yeah,
How long would it
fine.
take if I were to inspect the voice box and see if there's any like, markings like were inscribed on Humphrey that might have some link to this machine or envoy or some shit like that? You know what I mean?
On the voice box itself or on Humphrey?
Yes.
On the
Well,
voice
no,
box.
Humphrey, I know he has them already, but
Okay, so without
then-
even I'd say without even a perception check, no, there doesn't seem to be any of those kind of strange markings that you saw carved inside Humphrey. You don't see any of that on the voice boxes.
okay. Sure, I'll give him a voice box. He said he wanted it, didn't he?
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I'll. If it's what you really want, it'd make it easier, I suppose, to communicate with everyone. So, time to. Oh, this is good. I'm going to regret this so much. Right.
Give me one moment. I'm sorry, guys. Just 1 second here. While this is trying to figure itself out.
Oh, you're muted.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Like I said, things are weird right now.
Got it. Fair.
So I'm gonna leave all extra bits and just have just myself. So we will not have Humphrey's voice this evening. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But you do get a sense from Humphrey that he is grateful but apprehensive of having a voice.
I'm grateful to you for staying by my side, but I'm also apprehensive about giving you a voice. You've started backtalking quite a lot more recently.
That's because you're wrong a lot of the times, friend.
Oh, why didn't you say something before?
I didn't feel compelled to.
That's...
I feel compelled now.
Don't make me, change my mind here now.
Thank you, friend.
Right then.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me Tinker's Tools check, I think it is.
So, is it my proficiency?
Proficiency, a d20 plus your proficiency. And I think you just have a regular Tinker's Tools. I don't think you have... Let me check.
Think...
Mogl's stash. Did you get
Tinker
any?
Tools +1.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. So you have a Tinker
got
Tools
+1,
+1.
yeah.
Yeah, you did. So you can add
So-
a +1 to that.
Plus my proficiency, yeah, okay. Plus my proficiency. I can't remember. It's been so long. Jesus, where's my proficiency?
I think it would be... Hang on. God, I lost all of my pages that I had open. Woo. Oh, nope, that was the right page. Back. Okay, so I do believe it's your Arcana, because you can use your Arcana, so it would be a +9 at the moment.
Okay, oh wow. Okay, so...
Yeah, so it's your Arcana,
Plus 10,
so it's a d20 plus your Arcana +1 for the
Yeah.
Tinker's Tools, so...
Oh god, that's a 19 plus 10, 29.
Alright. Easily done.
Well,
Takes maybe 40 minutes.
okay, well I would like to now spend the last 20 minutes, at least having ideas or working out how I would install a grappling hook.
Oh yeah,
What,
go ahead
you
and
know, I might need.
roll another check there, and you'll see if
Fabulous.
you can
Come on now.
install a grappling hook.
That is the 16 plus 10, so 26.
26. Easily done. You take the next 20-30 minutes to install the grappling hook. Now, are you attaching it to an arm, or like are you replacing his hand, or does he have hands?
I was thinking because he has a cavity like in his chest, and I was thinking it could just pop out of his chest and like
Okay,
just like
you wanted to pop out
like
his
pull
chest.
him, like, you know.
Pull him. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Brilliant. So you've successfully given Humphrey a voice box. It kind of until he's tuning it to find his right voice.
I wish everyone could choose their voice. Not that I don't like mine.
I'd say Gizmo, you're towards the end of those upgrades, and you start to hear the sounding of Gizmo trying to tune his own voice. You're muted, but yeah. So that is after a bit of time, though, Al. It's just getting a bit warm and a bit uncomfortable, and you kind of want to step out for a little while and get some air underground, which for a moment doesn't really make any sense. So, but you go anyway.
Space.
And yeah, so Humphrey and you head outside, and as you leave Mogl's den again, you just hear the little rumblings and talking of Mogl as he begins to converse with Gizmo. You can kind of leave as you're leaving the kind of the den. You do not see Fenris, you do not see Caché, Artrin, Zora, everyone is gone.
But they've already sent me a message, right?
They've already sent you a message, yeah. So they've been gone for about an hour, maybe a little bit more than that at this point. But as you get towards the end of the den, you see a group of individuals approaching. One of them, you can hear them actually before you see them, as they are dragging what seems to be a very large club behind them.
Each one carrying a club?
The first one you see is dragging a club. The rest seem to have bows, swords. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Jokey.
I keep rolling d12s, not d12s.
This is my perception. Oh, do you know, I think I'm going to re-roll that using an old luck point.
Okay.
Perhaps, yes. Oh, that's much better. So that's 24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. There appears to be a very strange creature with this group of individuals that are approaching you. It's quite large, almost like a lizard, alligator almost. Blue and shimmering scales that you see, with these kind of curved horns coming out from the head. It moves slowly at first, again like a crocodile would, the whole body kind of shifting, and then you notice that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of legs. A long tail behind it. They seem to be moving straight towards you.
Do I recognize the creature?
Ooh, roll me a... I'd say a history. Yeah, roll me a history.
Good. Oh, I don't know about that now, though.
With your
That's,
knowledge.
5 plus 5, 14.
14. Haven't seen anything like this before, no. But the first individual that's closest to you...
How far away, sorry?
Ooh, not too far at this point now. There are
What?
a good few... Yeah, there are a few, maybe 10, 15 feet away from you now at this point.
Oh, shit. I don't have comprehend languages up or anything. Fuck, can I just comprehend languages?
Okay, yeah. mark off the spell slot. Interesting. Okay, so comprehend languages are up, so you can comprehend, but it doesn't help you speak, I believe. Or does it help you speak?
You understand any written, you must be touching. So it doesn't decode secret messages. You just understand it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, goddamn. Well,
Okay.
fair.
You hear this very kind of broad-shouldered drow is approaching you, kind of swings the club up on his back, kind of looks you up and down, your bright red coat. You're about the same height as him, but he is double the size of you in a way. You hear in Undercommon, "This doesn't concern you. Move."
Oh. So he's talking in Undercommon.
Yes. Which you understand. You understand
I
the
do
translation.
understand this. Oh god. I mean, I don't want to just speak in common. That's like the tourist thing, just going into a country and speaking English automatically. Like, fuck that. But I don't speak your language. So, I'll just speak in primordial. Just...
That's the same thing.
I don't... No, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
like, instead of going with English, you're just going with French. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you're doing.
Fuck it, you know? It's no, because
Okay,
like...
so-
Yeah, I don't know.
In Al's mind, that's more polite.
It's it's one of the original languages, you know. There's some root in all of it, like I guess.
It's more like going speaking Latin at someone. It's definitely a language
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not spoken by anyone.
You're completely speaking Latin at this point. Like, okay. Okay,
And I'm
so you
just-
speak...
I say,
Yeah.
What
I
do you
should say something soft and non-threatening. Vedi vidi vici.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
Carpe diem.
what do you say in primordial?
I will say, sorry, you plan on going in there? I think they're quite busy at the moment.
So there's a few things that happen. Number one, you see on this drow's face a look of, oh, that's strange. Thought he would speak some other, common language. You also, number two, notice that he has no idea what you said. Clearly.
Understood.
Number three, he's looking a bit frustrated. And he looks you up and down once more. Kind of takes the club off. And you hear him kind of mutter under his breath the word for tourist.
Ah, bollocks.
As he places the club on your shoulder and
it's
begins
quite
to
close.
forcibly push you out of the way.
I mean, I don't like that. How far away am I from the door?
I'd say you're you're like about 10 feet inside the den. Like in the sense of like there's like kind of a long hallway from where Mogl is working, and you're
Okay.
kind of right there at the entrance of you've got a bit of time before you go back to the den. But
Well, I'm going to Starlight Step back, along the hallway if I can, possibly as far
Okay.
as where he's working. But
okay, so I'd say with 60 feet, if you go back, you probably can't go all the way back. I'd say you get about 45 feet back, because then it kind of curves and it
Okay.
goes straight down into the den. But you Starlight Step away, and as you appear, you can actually hear his kind of grumbling voice after you again in Undercommon. You hear, "Bring me the construct." And the rest of his men flood into the tunnel.
shit. Okay.
So,
sec.
I touched this tourist with my club and he evaporated in the stars. Oh well.
Yeah. Just- oh, that was made of dust.
I've
Yeah.
seen Stranger Things.
I'd say, Al, you get
It looks
6
like bubbles
seconds
when I
here
teleport as well.
to decide what you want to do as you hear a group of individuals like running into this cave, along with that very large salamander alligator looking thing.
Can I cast sorry, no, never mind. How narrow is the hole?
I'd say it's maybe about 15 feet wide, but 15 feet high, so it's
Okay. Can I
don't understand what Miguel's doing.
Target
But I just see a lot of air
the
hand movements.
first creature, or the first individual running along the hole?
Okay, yeah, you
And
see one
can
of
I-
the kind of. Yep.
Yes. Can I cast Resilient Sphere on him and try and wedge him in the hole?
How big is resilient sphere? Is it 15?
It says range area 30 feet, but it just is enclosed. The sphere is weightless. Enclosed creature can push it. The sphere is weightless and just large enough to contain the creature or object inside. Okay, damn.
Who would have thought that it would be Al that just won starting fights?
I'm not trying to start a fight, I'm just trying to block the corridor.
You've started a fight.
Look.
Is weightless and large enough to contain the creature and object inside and close the
Mhm.
creature. Action to push against this. Okay, so you've enveloped one of them in the globe. I'd say a few of them kind of bounce off of it, but move around it. That's kind of what you've done.
Okay.
People are still flooding in. They're
Damn.
at this point with their movement. They're coming around the corner of where
I'm
you
booking
are.
it.
So and you're booking it.
Back,
Do you say
yeah, yeah.
anything?
Well, like, I'll just, when I start getting close to the workshop, I'll be like, there's people coming, they're quite angry, they're looking for constructs, I know you've a lot of them, but I'm assuming they're looking for Gizmo, but get ready.
Okay. So, I believe Al, you already rolled. You rolled for me already.
Oh. What is this?
Al, you rolled a 17.
Yes.
What's your initiative?
6.
Plus 6?
6, yeah.
Damn!
Connergy thing, I think.
Nice. Sick.
Time wizards.
17, 18,
Yes.
20,
Word awareness.
You're
Add your intelligence
23.
modifier to initiative.
Damn! Okay, and then Fenris, 17. Caché. Oh, Caché. What's
So
your initiative? So
6.
6 total. Okay.
So 7 total, sorry.
7 total. Okay. And Gizmo, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Mine would be 15.
8.
Then if it's...
8 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine would be 15 if it's initiative. Only a lowly +2.
Okay. Okie dokie. So I need just a moment. Okay, so this guy's gonna go here. This guy's gonna go here. This guy's gonna go here. Let's say this guy is currently in the sphere thing.
The game is paused on thing as well, by the way.
It is.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to get you onto the map.
In the map.
Over the map. In a world where there's a map.
In a world where there are only maps.
In a world where we are a map.
Map.
Is
I love map.
That's
Is-
what the giant dude.
that map there?
Map
Yep.
is there.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh golly.
So, let me get everyone on here who's here. Okay. So, top of the round. Right? It's a good song, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Keep pumped for battle. Is it a little too loud? I can't tell.
That's fine.
Okay.
I like
All
it.
right. Al, you're up first.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'll get the creature on here. Sorry. The creature's actually over here.
Where's the fucking creature?
In those.
Oh god, why is it there?
It's kind of like basically as it's approaching with its with the group of individuals behind it. It's like scurrying on the side of the wall.
Oh, that's not fair.
It is like yeah. And
All
it
right,
is
can I?
yeah. So what are you
Fireball.
doing?
You took the words from my mouth.
Okay, you're gonna fireball.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with I'll go for a 3rd level fireball.
Okay.
Burn them all. Is this your first fireball?
I don't
Oh no.
think so. No.
No.
I can't remember. Oh,
It's
okay.
first in a while.
Yeah.
Razlair was very happy when he fireballed loads of people in
Oh
the game.
yes, the murders. Yeah.
Games. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, murders.
You release the fireball.
Yep.
And you watch as one of the drow in the group counter it.
You son
Goes
of a
out.
bitch. I'm gonna counter his counter.
Go ahead, go and counter his counter.
Don't like that.
All right, so
Okay.
it is.
The Dex 18.
What is it? Did you roll an 18?
No, it's a Dex 18 save for everyone in there.
Oh yeah, so he can't use his counter. Okay, yeah. So you countered his counter. So mark that off, and it's a dex save for everyone. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone in the hall.
Well, one is in a resilient sphere.
But
No. Did
he might be
cast that
safe.
yet?
Can he still get?
I don't think any spells can pass through.
Yeah, nothing can pass through it, so he's
Okay,
safe.
so he's safe.
Yes,
Um,
yeah.
Love
Alright.
that.
Rescued one of them.
Yeah, you know. I mean, I tried and it didn't work.
So that is a 18
Right, give
plus
me the
7. He saves. This is a. Oh God, no, that one fails. Mage is got a 16 plus 18, and the creature itself also fails. So 2 fail, 2 succeed.
And that's... Why is it not calculating? The dice is fucking frozen. What? I've never seen this before. Oh, there we go. 32 damage.
32 total.
Yeah.
Alright. You evaporate. I mean, this guy just explodes. Just gone in an instant. Just, yeah. That guy is in the sphere, so he's fine. This guy takes, what was it? You said 30?
32.
Okay, so he saves, so he takes
16.
16. Thank you. Should have 16. Okay. The mage is also going to take 16. And actually, you know what? You watch as the hunter waves his sword in front of him, the first guy, or his club in front of him, and he actually is going to reduce that even further.
Ah, yeah.
As his club lights on fire.
Well, that's not good.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah. That's cool.
Like,
but,
screw you, dude. But also, that's cool.
Yeah.
So half of 16 is...
I'm respectfully fearful of you.
respectfully. Yeah.
Neat trick.
Other
Now
guy's
die.
fine. And this creature also takes 32. Actually, is this no, it is not. Okay.
And I'm
Al,
gonna...
anything else?
continue running in. So,
Okay.
however, 30 feet, I guess. Right to the fucking back. Also, hopefully instruct Humphrey to follow me.
Oh yeah, where is Humphrey? Hang on.
I mean,
Let's get Humphrey on there.
oh, it's paused. I can't move.
You shouldn't be paused.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There we go. There you go. Oh.
What's happening? That was fun.
Yo, exactly.
Yeah. All right. I'll bring Humphrey up there with you.
You move. I'm working on,
Yeah, I got him. Okay.
So I am then gonna shout, "There's a big blue lizard, big, very scary blue lizard. Also, one of them has a flaming club. Gizmo, please be ready to go. And you, Mogl."
I'm still turning on.
He's like, you're like flipping.
It turned on faster.
Yeah. That's what she said. Sorry.
I'm impatient.
Gizmo, I will say, this is all happening just after you got out of that memory.
Yeah, I know.
You start hearing Al, and he's like running, fireballs are going off.
Of course! Just of course! You gotta have 1 minute to think about something.
Clicking on all your systems. Suits booting up. Yeah, okay. So it is the hunter's go. He... Yep.
No.
He's gonna take his hand crossbow, aim it straight at Gizmo, and be like, fire. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Strength save.
Is he within 30 feet of me? I don't think he is.
The hunter or Gizmo?
18.
Is the hunter.
18 saves. All right. Where's my D? There it is. Ooh. 10, and then he can add another D6 because of the fire. So that's 10 points of piercing damage, 3 points of fire damage.
I just got that mended.
Yeah, so it kind of just, and you actually feel as cabling goes out from the impact, as if it's trying to wrap around you, but it doesn't find purchase and it just kind of coils to the side. Second attack
It's supposed to be meant for smaller constructs.
natural 1, so that is a miss. He goes wide, and he's just gonna turn to bring it to me. And you watch Gizmo as this creature, this lizard-like long blue with all 6 pairs of legs, just scurries along the side of the wall and launches itself at you.
Oh.
It's going to go up here. Actually, you know what? No. It's going to... Come on. Move, please. Thank you. It's going to scurry up along the wall. It's going to lean its head back, kind of plaster itself against the rock, and is going to unleash its lightning breath on you.
Power at 400% capacity.
Think about constructs. They think the constructs are certain ways. Oh, that's a D10. Sorry, not D6. Hang on 1 second. You know what? I'm going to roll this in... So I need a dexterity saving throw, Gizmo, please. And I'm going to roll one for Mogl as well.
19.
19 saves. Mogl fails. So that is 22 reduced. So 10.
I am resistant.
And you're even resist. Yeah.
So I think it's 11. So yeah.
So it's
fine.
11.
5.
Then 5.
11 goes to 5.
Yeah. And Mogl takes 22. Okay. So as you just absorb this lightning, and it just kind of courses through, all of your systems are at full capacity. Like 100% across the board. You feel your whole suit is electrified at this point. You get off, like kind of stand off that table. So you're standing now. I'll just say that because of that like empowerment there. You hear Mogl shriek as he takes that lightning, and you watch as the group of mercenaries kind of look at you a little bit more on the worried side. You did not take the amount of damage they were hoping you would. So, that is the Hunter and Beer's go. I believe that's how I say it. It comes to Mogl. You're gonna hear Mogl. You dare attack such a beautiful creature. He draws a long sword that Gizmo, you didn't even see where he kept it. He just used to draw this
I don't want to know.
jagged looking thing. And he's going to put himself in front of, between you and the rest of them, and he's going to charge at the Björ and take his attacks. Nope. Okay. Fuck. Mogl, you're not doing great. Missed. Oh god. I think he missed both times. Let's see. Oh no, he didn't. He got the second one. And perfect. 6 points. Alright, there. 6 points. And I think that's all he has. Oh, I'm sorry. He can make a bite attack as well, so he's going to do that too. He's going to try to bite the creature. Oh, Mogl. Never mind. He doesn't hit anything. Alright, so that's Mogl go, but he's going to kind of position himself in front of you, Gizmo. Give you a bit of cover.
Guessing he's still spasming from the lightning as he tries to attack.
Yes. Maybe that's why he was struggling a bit. But Gizmo, you're up.
Okay. Now upright.
Mm-hmm.
And rather just frustrated with how the day is gone, I will flick a few switches in order to reroute that excess energy into kinetic motion and cast haste on myself.
Oh, amazing.
Glad you did it.
And that means I have, I think, more than enough movement to get up to these guys up here.
Definitely, yeah. There's one guy still in his sphere, and you can't even hear, but you can see his mouth moving. He's like banging against the side. He's just like, yeah, that's
could I just run at it? Just pure like speed, run at the sphere to send it bowling backwards.
Fuck yes, that sounds amazing.
I'll take an attack or whatever it has to be for that.
Yeah, so take an attack basically with your body. Yeah, so I'd say you roll at advantage with with all of these attacks because of the lightning burst that you just got.
I only have one attack because I'd used an action for haste, so I only have the haste attack.
So you only have the haste attack, yeah. So we'll take this as your
Natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant! All right. Well, unfortunately, no damage, I think. But I'll say that you hit this thing so hard that not only does it bounce backward, it goes flying backwards, but it like rounds itself on the curve and just launches out the other side. You can just, he's just gone. He's out of sight. And we'll leave that for now because that's gonna have something later.
I'll just turn to the. Oh yeah, actually I have a bonus action still, so I'll use my bonus action to use my. Whatchamacallit?
I'd say, you know what? Being rocketed around. I say he takes 6 points of damage because he's being within the sphere. Yeah.
Oh, that poor hamster.
Yeah, no.
I'll use the bonus action to guardian or the bonus shield, so I give myself temporary hit points. And then just as I'm doing that, I lean over and I press a button that I don't often press, the voice modulator, and I say, "Come get me if you want me."
Jesus.
Make an intimidation check. With advantage, I'd say.
I am that.
Where
is she?
I'm gonna open up a file and whoop ass on you.
Intimidation check, that would be -1, 17.
17. All right. I'll keep that in mind. 17.
And then I press the button off again because I'm kind of embarrassed by it. Like, why did I install
Just
that?
immediately like kick it off. All right. You are significantly taller than this drow, even though he's quite beefy. There's a little bit of a oh shit, because you came launching at them. You just hit one of his guys around the corner. So yeah, he's looking a little like, oh shit, we gotta regroup kind of thing. So that's kind of his face at the moment. Okay, so Gizmo, anything else?
That's, I believe, everything I can do.
Okay, so this guy is gone because he got launched around the corner. So it's the mage next. Or no, sorry, it's these two actually. Al, you watch as two individuals come from kind of another entrance from the tunnels. They seem to be kind of communicating in that way, and they're kind of trying to surround you all. So these two. This guy here is. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna run up and take his attack against Mogl. Oh my god. Why am I rolling? So I've rolled now my dice, and I have rolled on Foundry, and all of them are shit.
Thank you, Dice Gods.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yay!
so he doesn't hit Mogl. All right, well, this guy is going to step out, and he's going to take a ranged attack at you, Al.
No.
Different
Didn't have to do
D20.
that.
That's better. So that is 15?
Nope.
No?
I think my armor class is 16.
All right. I think he only has one. Yep. So, so yeah, he's gonna stay back here and kind of hold the background. Neither of those attacks hit, so that's fine. So it comes to top of the round, but we're gonna pause for just one moment. Caché and Fenris. If you remember, you regrouped at Artrin and Zora's house after everything you experienced at the House of Mint. Trying to calm Fenris down. And once she seemed to be ready enough, the four of you, Zora, Artrin, Caché, and Fenris, begin to make your way back towards Mogl's den. Artrin and Zora kind of let you know that they're going to go and get supplies. They say they'll meet you back at Mogl's den. So the two of them split off, basically very near where Mogl's den is, so you kind of know where you're going at that point. So as you two are making your way back, Fenris, how's Fenris feeling?
I would say excited.
Brewing anticipation. A name on a list. Caché, you feel that from her as well. There is palpable energy between the two of you.
Oh yeah, I definitely probably vibe off that. Cache is still living in a dream world where she feels calm, even though she knows what she knows, and she's not going to deal with that right now. She's going to truck on in this mood.
Okay, just
You're
lovely.
lucky you don't have any
bout
hair
of
anymore.
amount
sent
of
them.
trauma everyone is dealing with right now.
Yeah.
So as you two approach, getting closer and closer to Mogl's den,
Somebody just rolls past us in a bubble.
suddenly a man in a sphere is launched the fuck out of the tunnel. Both of you kind of stop. Actually, I'd even say Caché, you kind of grab onto Fenris and stop her as this sphere just goes flying, and you begin to hear explosions and snarls and metal grinding back further in Mogl's den.
Why can we not even leave for 5 minutes? Let's
Let's
get in.
I thought the evening would be dull.
All
Here
right,
we go.
you all You all run. The two of you begin to run in. You do recognize the sound of Gizmo's like suit as well, especially being overpowered. You can hear it. You've spent enough time with him. So at the top of the round, it comes to Al, and I'll get Fenris, Gizmo, Caché.
Sorry, I was just getting water. What just happened there?
Totally fine.
yes, sure,
Caché
go.
and Fenris are outside. They saw the man in the sphere go launched out of the tunnel. It is your go.
Very good. Yes. So, so he's been launched away. Don't need to worry about him anymore.
Nope, he's
I
gone.
think.
He's
What
ping-ponging between all of the buildings.
He's being violently ill.
Oh, he's got to be he's just taking damage like crazy. He's
Oh,
vomiting. It's
Please
awful.
tell me there's like a set of stairs that's very long.
Oh.
And he's like,
He is. He's just boom, 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 boom. Down. Yeah, no, it is bad.
Oh no!
I'd say it's even worse. It's like a bouncy ball. Like it's boom, boom, boom.
Welcome
Oh,
to
yeah.
Underdog Pinball.
He's gone. Don't worry about him. He's dead.
well, I would like to, in that case, cast in a 40-foot cube everyone in, I suppose, the hallway, except for obviously, my party members and the Dryad. I will cast slow, and that will drop. That'll drop the resilience sphere. So I really hope he's not, he's just gonna go smashing into something.
Oh, he is. You know what? We'll make it even more violent, though you were not there to actually see. He gets launched off the stairs, ping-pongs between some of the big stone buildings, and then as the sphere drops, he's just impaled on like gothic spikes because that's kind of the vibe of Nalisanor, and he's gone. But people are screaming because this poor drow just got launched into like, let's say, a cathedral type building and is just hanging there dead.
Perfect.
No.
Like the scene is like like everyone's praying and then suddenly a fucking body just appears.
It's
just all of a sudden.
okay, so you cast slow. What's the save on that again? Sorry,
It's a for slow.
Or is it
Wisdom 18.
Wisdom 18? Okay.
Mhm.
So the hunter saves.
Bollocks. Not 40 feet. Still.
Mage is slowed.
That's good.
That's good. That's good.
Creature. Wisdom. Rolled a 17.
Nope.
Okay.
18.
Slowed as well. And how big is the sphere? Sorry.
40-foot cube.
It's a 40-foot cube.
What's the distance between?
Are you able to not have it
No.
hit your party members?
Yeah, it's everyone of your
You can
choice.
choose. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So is it kind of like that?
Well, it would have to be everyone in the hallway, I guess, if it's tried to hit the
Oh
hunter
yeah,
and all
sorry.
these
It'd be
guys,
like
so-
that.
Yeah. But it's just
Perfect,
like,
so
it's a
you-
one-up thing, it's not
Yeah,
like...
so it is. This guy has to roll as well. I just wanted to see if he was in it too. Oh, he rolled a 19 plus.
Oh, well, yeah. Wisdom.
Is nothing, but he saves.
Fair.
All right. Very
The
good.
mage and the creature,
So,
though.
The mage and the creature are.
That's good.
Why? There it is. I'm gonna get rid of the sphere now.
Then,
Very good.
I suppose, fearing for my life, I will run back to, I suppose, here.
There's a few walls, so you might have
Yes,
to. Yeah.
so like 10 feet.
Go around
this
the
way.
walls. There you go.
10 feet. So I can avoid this guy's fury, and I might see if Humphrey wants to. I don't know what the range of his grappling hook is. We never worked that out.
We did not. Let me have a quick look. Oh. End of a rope. Grappling hook and secured to the rope. Okay, so how long of a rope did you put in? I'd say you have up to 50 feet.
I'd say if
That's
I'd
usually a rope.
put in a 50-foot rope, like, yeah.
50-foot rope. Okay, cool. I'd say that he can launch it and say it's kind of like an attack roll almost to make a successful attach, if that makes sense.
So I'll try and launch him to the other side of the room over here.
Okay, perfect. So he's just going for the wall?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say he doesn't, like, that's fine. If he's going for an actual attack on someone to, like, grab onto them, but if he's going onto the wall, that's fine. So yeah,
I wouldn't ask him to do that. That would put him in harm's way, like.
Do you?
You know, nah.
Okay, so you're gonna launch him over to here?
Yes, I think we should split their attention, Humphrey.
Affirmative. Launches the thing and just gets yanked over to the other side of the room. I'd say that's his action then.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's it.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all I can do, so.
Okay. It comes to... Okay. Staring into the monitors of a very large construct. Yep. He is going to take out his club and take 2 attacks at you, Gizmo. Alright, so one is... no, that doesn't hit. That's a 15.
Nope.
Second one is a natural 20.
Damn. That might make it through.
I think so, because it's +5. So this club
Natural 20 auto hits anyway, doesn't it?
is a 25, yeah. So he is gonna... Where the hell? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a great club, isn't it? So it's actually D10. Nope. So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh wait, no, 11 doubled. So
22.
22. Nice big solid hit.
Oof.
And your voice modulator, what language did you speak in?
Oh, I definitely just said it's spoken common.
In common. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he didn't quite understand what you said, but he got the intimidation factor. So he is going to use a special ability, and you watch as he kind of weaves his hands along with the club, swings the club kind of back behind him, and then seems to go invisible. So he is out of sight. His creature turns away from Mogl. After the hunters go, he is going to rush at the back of you and take his attacks at you. This is going to be a bite. $21 to hit?
Misses.
That does. Alright, fine. He's gonna use the construct ability on you instead.
So I think he can only take
24.
one. He can only take one action.
Oh, he's slowed. No, he's
slowed.
done. Damn it. Alright.
He's also half speed, but yeah, but you still made it. Yeah.
It's a make it, yeah.
Yeah.
Mogl is gonna take an attack of opportunity on him as well as he goes. Which is a 6 plus 6 is a 12. Does not hit. Misses. I'm just rolling like shit tonight, guys. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't apologize to us.
Yeah, I know. So he's slowed. He can only take the bite attack. Misses Gizmo. Mogl misses. Mogl is gonna... He is focused on protecting Gizmo, so he's gonna move up. This guy gets an attack on him.
Did Mogl get an attack of opportunity when the beer moved?
did.
He did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
sorry, I
missed,
that.
unfortunately.
Ah, yeah.
And this guy succeeds on striking Mogl, actually. And
Bastard.
Mogl is going to take 3 more points of
Why is that guy so tiny?
He's a little gnome.
Oh. Barely visible.
He's there.
Annoyingly.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got an attack of opportunity on Mogl. Mogl moves up to the creature and is going to take his long sword attacks. I'm going to do this in Founder because I don't trust my dice anymore. Oh, thank you, Mogl, for a natural 20.
Hey.
Kill my own monsters, apparently. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Okay, so he rolled a natural 20 on the creature.
Attaboy Mogl.
Rolled real bad for damage, though, so that's good. It's 9. Okay, and then second attack is... Well, a little low on the damage, but hey, you know what? We'll take it. Okay, Drider's done. Fenris, I'd say you and Caché kind of like get up and you're about 10 feet away. So I know we're at the moment on the map, you're right next to the mage, but you're not. You're like 10 feet back, just so you know. Yeah, because... yeah.
I see the mage.
I'd say you can see the mage. I'd say you're like at the corner edge. You're like looking around the corner and you can see into the den.
Okay, I'm not really sure who's who's causing the ruckus at the moment, but there is a giant creature attacking Gizmo.
Like you can see, yeah, you can see the mage. You can see the giant lizard creature attacking Gizmo. You see Mogl. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm just gonna go straight up and attack the creature then, because he's looks the most threatening.
Okay.
This other guy could be a bystander for all I know. I don't know what he's doing, so.
It's up to Fenris. What would Fenris do?
Go for the biggest threat, so that's the big creature.
Okay.
Okay.
Mage, I believe, cannot take any reactions because they're slowed as well. So yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so sorry. I need to make concentration checks for a haste.
Oh, you do, yes, because you took the yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, because I took damage. I cast haste, so I only took damage once since.
You did, yeah, only once.
Like DC 11, I think it was 22.
I think so, 11, yeah.
Well, that's a natural one.
No.
Can I? Are you within 30
So,
feet of me?
I'm going to use my reaction to instead to choose to succeed on my concentration check with my mind sharpener.
Glad you did that.
Hmm.
So as the spell is like about to fail in the circuitry, I hit like the emergency backup switch that keeps it in place.
Amazing. Is that an artificer? That sounds like an artificer.
It's an artificer infusion, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, you maintain concentration on your haste. By it's almost like you flip another switch and it just continues on.
Oh no, the power's failing. Reroute.
reroute, and you go.
Give it a
Perfect.
bang or
All right. You continue on. All right, Fenris, what are we doing? Are we attacking the creature?
Yep.
Okay, roll the hit.
There it is coming out. Taking a big swing at it.
I show wing.
First roll of the night. 27.
That hits. Jesus.
Okay. Why not? I'll pump in the smite on top of it.
Yes.
Why not?
Okay.
May as well super kill this thing.
Glad you guys are enjoying the combat music. Just so everybody knows, this is Manira's combat playlist. So this is just like
Good.
cyberpunk, steampunk stuff. Oh yes, you and your smites. Take ages to roll. It's okay, we'll listen to good music.
Total of
Wait.
19 points of slashing damage and
Jesus.
43 points of radiant damage.
Hey, how do you want to do this?
Because it was basically hovering under the
Fucking
shield,
smites.
isn't he?
Say again.
You've got your shield up, have you?
Oh,
Gizmo.
me?
Yeah.
My shield, I got hit, so it actually went down.
Okay, so if you got hit down, I am going to run up behind Gizmo, kind of run up the body, and then come in with an overhand slash with the smite
Oh,
onto the creature.
so you're gonna run up the back of Gizmo,
Yeah,
and then like
come
come
over.
down on the. Oh,
Come over to get a good blow.
brilliant! All right. So Gizmo, you actually, I feel like with the sensors, you sense someone's coming up behind you, and then it is like a powerful one step on like your hip joint, one on your shoulder, and you just watch as Fenris just comes down on this creature, the sword clean through its head, and as it like, the brain doesn't die right away. This thing squirms and shrieks as it is just trying to unpin itself from Fenris's sword, and while then the head kind of goes limp with the sword still through it, the body is still thrashing in front, but it is dead.
Okay, I will look up at Mogl and say, I hope that was not your pet. And turn to the mage.
Yep.
And I'm going to do bonus actions with Chris and whip out the blade.
Okay.
Get close enough
You're
and...
here now.
Yeah, so I'm going to step back
Okay.
and whip out the blade to trip him up.
Okay, so you're gonna make an attack roll at him. Go right ahead.
Yep. I'd say I'm going to trade damage for just kind of grapple and trying to knock him prone instead.
Okay, so you're just trying to steal his balance. Okay.
Yeah. Attack rule. 17. Mage.
Mage.
17.
17 hits.
Okay. So
But you're trying to
Is that
just
what I
knock him
contest?
prone, is that what you
I'm
said?
trying to basically wrap it around and pull, so he's going to go onto the ground prone with
Okay.
and kind of restrains with the blade.
Okay. I say you do. He's kind of on the ground, the blade's kind of wrapped around the
Yeah. Does that
bottom
be
of his
like a
leg.
contested
Yeah.
strength or something?
I mean, you hit him, so that's kind of the grapple. So he's prone
Okay.
now.
Okay. I'll hold him. I'll try and drag him a bit so he's prone.
He is prone.
He is
Yeah.
prone.
Okay.
So
and...
you won't be able to drag him because you kind of already did the hit
Yeah,
and the
I know.
bonus
I
action
did all
and
that,
everything. Yeah.
and yeah, that's my turn.
turn? Okay.
Can't really do anything with a bonus action, so.
Well, you've already done your bonus action to release the sword.
Oh
so...
yeah, that's it. Never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, perfect. Gizmo. Mage
Okay.
is prone on the ground.
That's good. But Fenris has got this. There's currently a sneaky hunter. And I'm going to flick a few switches to do here. Ocular vision enhanced. And I'm going to cast see invisibility.
Oh!
Perfect.
Alright.
And
Alright.
that is not a concentration spell. So it does
No.
not affect haste.
Alright.
So where is he?
Where are you? Where are you?
He's
And he
I don't know.
is facing your wizard.
Oh, bitch.
Okay. So like basically as Fenris like runs over me and like comes down with the sword, as she comes down, I'm gonna use that moment to vault over her and just like basically kind of come in and full on lariat the hunter across the head.
Like the back of the head just coming from
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
him.
Like
Brilliant.
just coming in at just an angle where he thinks like he can't see me. Oh, he can see me. So,
Brilliant.
Roll an
Go
attack.
ahead, roll an attack. I'd say add advantage because technically he thinks he's invisible. So this is almost
I'll
kind of
take
like
it.
I'd say advantage because he doesn't know you can see him. So that's like a little bit of a sneak attack kind of going on.
21.
21 hits.
Nice. That is 9 points of thunder damage.
Ooh, okay, thunder damage. Very nice.
And now that I've hit him with that, there is essentially an aura now kind of like emanating through him that means he has disadvantage on attack rolls that aren't against me.
Aren't against you. Okay.
It's normal against me, but for everyone else, disadvantage.
It's not disintegrating. I'm just making that note for myself. Okay.
Yeah. Bonus action then. Guardian shield back up. 10 more temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points. Lovely.
And I'll try draconic this time. There you are.
Nope.
And yeah, I suppose like I'll use the movement to kind of like fully
Kind of
like run
move
past him
yourself
around, so I'm interposed between him and Al.
Perfect. All right, you do so, and still doesn't understand what you said, but
Are you still there?
visibly, yeah, like whoa, that you're in front of him, that you saw him.
And I believe that is everything I can do.
That's everything. Okay. Caché.
Alrighty.
Last
I will take out the Horn of Command, give it a blow, and make it so that everyone has advantage on their attacks and saving throws for the next turn.
All
Thank you,
attacks,
spell
and all
attack.
saves.
60 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, within 60 feet, yeah.
Can't do
60
spell
feet,
attacks.
yeah.
Well,
Spell attacks as well.
yeah. The next
Says
attack
attack-
rolls and saving throws.
Attack rolls and saving throws.
Is
yeah.
it is it just the next one we do is in like our first attack roll, or if we have three?
It's for a turn.
Doesn't specify.
Does it specify? Okay.
It
It's,
says
it's
for
similar
next
to
turn.
the celestial. Sorry, not the celestial. The
Is that
what
a barbarian
Yasha
battle
has.
cry?
Yeah,
The
the barbarian
Zealot
battle cry. So I
Barbarian
think
cry.
it's the first
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
So it's like your next. It's your next
Yeah.
attack.
Okay.
So yeah,
So just the one. Okay.
just the one, the first one basically. Perfect. Okay. Anything else?
Did your man's invisibility drop?
Not yet. No.
If he casts a spell though, I did damage him. Did he make a concentration check?
It's not a spell. That's
Bastard.
kind of cool about it. I know it's a special. Yeah, it's a special ability.
Teasing is what he is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Says the one with the ocular vision enhanced.
Hey, I built that.
I built that specifically for cheating.
Yeah.
I built that loaded die.
In that case, I'm just going to take 2 shots with trouble with the guy in front of me.
The mage or one of these guys.
No, this guy in front of me.
Okay, he's prone on the ground.
You just stand over him and
Yeah, just to the
Oh,
head.
you're gonna just
bang,
point
bang.
blank this.
Yeah,
Alright.
he's godlike. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Like I've advantage surely, right?
You do. I mean,
Ooh, natural 20.
he's technically restrained.
oh.
It was like 3 is the other one. So trouble is a D10.
oh god.
We expected a quick smash and grab. But
So that's
our
6
grab was smashing.
doubled. Plus 4.
So 12 plus 4,
For 16.
16.
Yeah. And then the second hit.
He is hurt.
7. So that would be 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Double tap.
And that is 15 points of damage.
Decimated. Gone. Mage, point blank execution. Like, and are you using trouble?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm not pumping a spell slot or anything in. Just
No. Just regular trouble shots. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, just executed on the ground. Gone. Dead.
Mhm.
Very dead. Okay.
Cold.
I'm trouble.
Yeah, Caché, go ahead and make me an intimidation check.
Can I also at the same time while I'm making this intimidation check start to drop my glamour?
Go ahead and it'd be an advantage.
Woo!
So why the fuck not?
That's plus 7, so 19.
Okay, cool. So you execute this mage on the ground, point blank range, slowly as your glamour drips off of you, revealing the shadowy individual underneath. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
That's my goal then.
All right. Jesus, can I just say the girls coming into the group or to the party are just like, everything just gets destroyed in the hallway.
You knew what happened last session. Like we needed that.
Two fucking warriors coming in, like, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, these two are fucking booking it. They are using their actions. They are running. They are leaving their guy behind. Mage is dead. Mage is dead.
Mage is dead.
Mage is dead. Top of the round. Al.
Alright. I can't see any people left, can I?
You actually can't. I'll make sure that he's gone now, yeah, so you can't actually see anybody.
Alright.
You do know that these two, you do know that two others just ran.
Just fucked off, yeah. Okay. I will... Well, I did see Gizmo just run and just punch something.
You did.
So...
And you saw blood kind of like spray out.
And like, unfortunately, all my spells aren't like... They're all spells, yeah. I don't think you can cast a spell that requires a save on someone that's invisible, can you?
You have to be able to see it, yeah. See
Yeah.
him.
It's not like making attack at disadvantage.
I mean, some spells are an area, and like
Yeah.
you could just
This
put
is
me
true.
in the area.
So you could,
possibly.
yeah, you could put it in the area.
But... Okay. In that case, I will cast a second level Wither and Bloom
Very good.
in the area that Gizmo is.
What's the size of that?
It's a 10-foot sphere, and it's anyone that I choose has to roll a Constitution 18.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of just place it near there.
Yes.
All right, so they have to make a Constitution 18. Don't think he has very high con. Let me just. All right, you want a second? Oh, he actually does. But he fails.
Very good. So that would be... That's only 2 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage. But,
Okay.
I'm gonna say that Gizmo can now regain a number... Roll 1 unspent hit dice and rename a number of hit points equal to the roll plus 5.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Roll the 5. So do I get my con mod as well? Do they like normally
No, it's 5+5.
Plus your con mod, I guess, if it's a hit dice.
if it's hit dice? So it'd be 5 + 3 + 5.
Yeah. So 13 hit points back.
Nice.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, I assume you can see him, so please keep him off me.
I've got this.
Please pulverize him at your
Yeah.
earliest convenience.
It's very scary. Big club. And that's my turn.
Okay, that's your turn.
Unless Gizmo, or not Gizmo, Humphrey. Goddamn, I keep doing that.
Oh,
Would
yes.
like to do something of his own accord.
Oh, okay. You're not going to give him a
I mean,
command?
If he'd like to, I think he's got an ability to shoot. If you'd like to shoot
He
him.
does, but he can't see him yet.
We can't see him, yes, so that would be a disadvantage.
So, would you like him to take a shot?
Yes.
Okay.
From Humphrey's
So-
Do you wanna
perspective, it looks like he's just shooting directly at me.
Yeah, he looks like he's... Yeah, so there's a little bit of hesitation in the sense that you get from him of... he doesn't want to shoot at his
If he
friend.
doesn't want to shoot, okay, well then fine.
But he will,
Oh,
like if you tell him to. But he's a
No,
little
I
like,
just-
but it's Gizmo, and he doesn't quite understand.
Okay, well then, if he doesn't understand, I'm not going to take the time now to explain.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So he's
learn
actually gonna use a bit of his movement and move closer to inward, so he's kind of away from
That's-
even all the corners and everything. So,
That's fair.
but it does come to the hunter now, who is going to appear in his turn.
So he's reappeared. He's now
He's
visible.
reappeared at the start of his turn. Yeah. Mark that off for the day, or for here. Yes. Yes. I think this is an appropriate thing. You hear guttural verbiage, Gizmo. Bit of cursing, it sounds like, towards you as he looks around the place, kind of sussing out his options. You hear, "This wasn't supposed to happen," Fenris, Caché. That's what you hear. Al, as well, that's what you hear.
But
You
no,
then
my
all-
comprehension language is gone, because I concentrate.
Oh, you're comprehending everybody, so you just hear the guttural language. But you, Caché and Fenris, you also pick up the name Kalnar, which
Elner.
both of you recognize as the Dwagar that Artrin hired or paid to let Gizmo into the city in the first place. So that's the kind of name you hear. As the hunter looks up at you, Gizmo, and casts darkness.
Counterspell.
Ah! Can you counter innate magic? Hang on.
Not innate magic, no,
No.
because it's not a spell.
You can't actually. You
Why
can't
is it all
counter
fucking
then.
innate magic? God damn it, every
Because he's
time.
a drow.
Son of a bitch.
Can I see through it? I mean, it's just regular darkness. It's not like darkness made by another voidling.
Not from a voidling, no. So you, Caché, would not actually be able to see through it.
Only I may see through it.
But there is someone else in the party who can. So he is currently in darkness. I think that's an action, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he is going to use a bonus action attack. Offhand attack at you, Gizmo. Advantage in the dark. I rolled 2 6s.
Oof.
So neither of those hit.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was just gonna lift my club in the darkness. Now you're vulnerable. Oh yeah, you're made of metal. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? We'll go that far. Is the fact that like it hits, but Gizmo just doesn't have any kind of effect at you. So yeah, that's him in the dark now. Okay, cool. There you go. Does he get his special ability back? it's now Mogl's turn, who's also in the dark, and all you hear from him is, "I cannot see!" He's going to just fumble his way forward at this point. So it comes to Fenris.
Okay. Seeing him cast the darkness, I can see into magical darkness, so I am...
Eyes turn into the draconic slits as you look into the darkness.
A couple of options, but he's now said a name that I recognize, so...
Hey, Caché.
I moved it by accident, sorry.
Caché. Stop moving
That's
my
not your
darkness.
darkness.
It is her darkness, technically, but I just used it because it's,
It's there. Sort of going gung-ho, but it's kind of... Okay, I am going to return the blade back to its reborn with Ranox. Back to sword form. And I'm going to walk towards him, keeping my eyes straight at him, and just drag the blade along the floor, making the noise.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Levitate on him to lift him up in front of me.
Okay.
That's DC 17.
DC 17.
Constitution, I think.
Constitution.
Constitution.
Rolled a non-natural 20.
Okay. I'm just going to continue walking towards him, then slowly dragging the blade.
Okay.
And just say in Undercommon, "You cannot hide. I see you."
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check. How terrifying this party has become. It makes me very happy.
Intimidation. Ooh. 25.
Oh.
God, okay. Alright, yeah, alright. Cool. Fenris, anything else?
I would just want to check over a thing with the armor, but I don't think so. I've already used my bonus action. Never mind, that's it. I'll just walk straight forward and kind of... I'm going to walk right up to him, though, using my full movement.
You do?
Yeah, so he's going to be in my range now, and I'm drag the sword out and have it ready.
Gizmo. It's your turn.
I mean, I can't see anything.
No. However, it's a weird thing right now. Because, no, you cannot see him physically with your eyes. But you still have the invisibility up. See invisibility. He was able to use his invisibility thing again. So Fenris can see him through the dark, but he's invisible. You can kind of see. It's a weird situation. He hasn't moved. I will say that. So while you cannot see him, Gizmo, your sensors are picking up that he's very close to you.
Okay. I will attempt to take a swing because I have the battle, the war cry as well, so I have advantage from that. So it'd be a straight roll.
So they're straight rolls because at the moment it's a weird situation where you're currently in. So straight rolls.
The die you
So
got. Let's see how it goes.
Come on, dice. Come on. I use the Thunder Gauntlets.
Is it another 20?
20.
Oh,
Fuck yes!
Wow.
Brilliant.
See if we can see it.
Yep.
Oh, I can see it. Yes.
That's fast.
Fantastic.
Unreal.
And these are the Thunder Gauntlets.
Yeah. This is literally just like I just haymaker swing and hope. Like.
Yep. And you get 2 attacks, don't you, as the artificer?
I do. I'll
Two-
just roll the damage for this one just because I can keep going then after that. Cool. So. Oh shit. Oh, I just threw my dice away. Fuck.
Don't do that.
Okay, that one. Okay, so go to 6, doubled. 12 plus 5, 17 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
It's just the first attack that has advantage on it, isn't it?
Had advantage.
So any other attacks would be disadvantage.
Yes. Within the darkness, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I will just attempt to swing away, see if I can get him.
Just, yep, go ahead and swing.
2 more attacks.
He is hurt. I will say that.
Disadvantage, one of them was another natural 20. But instead, that's a 12 to hit.
Misses, unfortunately.
Okay, hasted action attack.
Oh, yes! Do it!
17 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
Got it.
That's a D10. Where the fuck is the D8 car? There it is. 7 points of thunder damage.
How do you do this?
Okay.
He's on the edge, so.
I just got a flavor that, so like that first like swing that was going in, like I feel like there was almost something wasn't quite tightened right when Mogl worked on me, so that it actually swung my arm in a direction I wasn't expecting. But I feel that like that connection come through. I just get him right in the stomach, like rise him up a little bit, and then while he's in the middle of the air, other arm down behind into the ground.
Nice.
Almost like shatter the spine as you just like use the momentum to go into the ground.
Yeah, like literally like follows him in, body breaks, and then the thunder just goes.
1, 2, Uniflu.
Nice.
Black flash.
Brilliant. All right, Dark, as the body hits the ground, spine breaking and shattering, his life taken from him at that point, the darkness fades, and you are all out of combat. So well done.
I'll let the haste drop, so the
Haste
armor
drop.
goes for a second.
Yeah, you gotta go into standby mode for a little bit of time.
Well, thank goodness you two showed up.
Yeah, see, you managed to get yourself into trouble by standing still.
I mean, I finished work on Humphrey. Gizmo was still being worked on, so Humphrey and I went for a little walk outside, and when we did, I saw this group of gentlemen coming towards me at some pace, and threatening that, to get out of the way, or that they were going to take the construct, and, well, I mean, I'll be honest, it was really only a matter of seconds before you arrived, but...
Aye, but I'm still grateful that you did. I'm not sure how well we would have done by ourselves. I must apologize. I guess I raised a bit more suspicion than I thought.
No, I do not think that is really the problem. So he did mention Kelnar, who is the short, fat Zurigar at the front gate. Apparently he was going to possibly acquire you so he could become even fatter at the gate.
He was paid off nicely as well.
Yes, we should advise food them, see what they were paid to. Well, I hate to say it this way, but whatever he thinks you are worth to retrieve.
They mightn't have been paid entirely yet, but I suppose. Are we going to? I mean, is he likely to have sent more after us?
Let's find out. I'm going to start checking the bodies to see if I can find anything.
Okay.
I'll help.
I'm gonna go over to Mogl.
Okay, so investigation check at advantage, Caché. You head over to Mogl there, Gizmo. Mogl is kind of dusting himself off. You can see there's a few cuts and bruises, bolt mark. He kind of like rips out an arrow bolt and kind of throws it off to the side. And he kind of watches you as you approach. Oh, noble construct. I seem to have gotten a bit injured. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Nothing that a bit of mending won't help, but I owe you for helping us out back there. If you don't mind, I could help you a little bit.
Oh,
Please, it would mean a lot to me as well.
Very well, very well. And he kind of moves a little bit and kind of gives you his arm, which has like kind of the most damage. Hi.
Yeah, I'll kind of take the arm and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Something like that.
You know,
Give him 8 hit points back.
Oh, okay. 8 hit points.
His hairs are no longer standing on end.
Some of the wounds, yeah, some of the kind of hi, sorry, my
It's not much, but hopefully it helps with the pain a bit. I wanted to ask you. I know perhaps maybe you'd have a bit of bias on this, but something like what I am, what kind of price or amount of gold would you put on something like me?
Well, of course you are right. I am quite biased. You to me are priceless, truly. But gold doesn't have the same power here.
Oh, of course. But I mean, okay, what would be kind of an equivalent exchange?
And you watch him as he kind of looks at the bodies and kind of takes in who was attacking. For lower tier mercenaries, perhaps entrance into the higher tiers, or food, weapons.
So it was probably drugs.
Oh yes, drugs as well. Yes, that is quite common.
What would say a guard of the city gates have to gain?
Indeed, or what would we have to offer?
For something like you, as I've seen you fight, protection. No one would touch a guard that had something like you at its back. Which means he could rule the lower tiers in a way. Become a lord in his own right. Obviously not one as far as one of the starlights of this place, but they would have great power with someone like you.
In which case I think I wouldn't blame him for sending more.
That is
Probably best we don't linger.
That is a likely proposition. Yes. I do believe that he would probably send more. I do know of this crew. They have a tendency to deal with scavengers, if that makes sense. They are scavengers themselves. Like they tend to collect and bargain. They're not very well paid, if I understand correctly. So they're very likely going to be paid in food and weapons and things like that. They are the cave maw blades. They come here quite often, actually, trying to steal some of my constructs.
I was going to ask. I mean, it seems like they're a prime spot for scavenging. You've got quite a collection.
I do indeed. But they know not to come by too often. However, and he kind of looks at the lizardy creature that's still dead on the ground. That I haven't seen in a long, long time. They're from the Deep Dark.
The Deep Dark?
Bière, they are called. Bière.
How'd you spell that now?
I hope I'm saying it correctly. Behir? Bière? Behir?
Behir?
Behir.
Yeah.
Behir.
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 Bagon.
Oh.
Behir.
He kind of looks down at it again. This one was quite young. They grow very large.
I thought was he a large one?
No, you don't.
Have you seen many of these?
Not in my lifetime, no. As I said, they are usually in the Deep Dark. It is possible they found an egg in their travels and hatched it. There seemed to have been some kind of bond between him and the hunter, or it and the hunter.
Is it I mean, can I ask, would it be valuable? Should we harvest it, maybe?
He kind of like puts his head, almost like clutching pearls, even though he doesn't have them. I deal in metal. I don't know what that would be worth. But I will leave you to gather yourselves. You can stay as long as you feel safe, but don't think you should linger too long if you have a safer place to go.
We don't want to draw any unnecessary trouble your way either.
It would be no trouble at all. You are welcome, especially you, noble construct. I hate to say this, because I do not hope that you actually get hurt again, but part of me does hope that you be maimed again so I can work on you.
It might be strange to say, but part of me hopes for that too, Mogl.
This is lovely.
Humphrey next to you. I think we should go.
Oh. Free.
Yes?
Oh, yes, you can all hear him now.
Hello.
That's great, Humphrey. Great to finally hear you.
Stays quiet.
Oh, he's shy.
Yes, it's strange when everyone can hear you.
You get a feeling of embarrassment almost suddenly, like oh.
Don't worry, we all trip over our words.
Yes, well, just process this as it comes. What did we find?
Oh yeah, I got.
Oh yes, sorry, on the bodies.
19.
On 19. Okay, so you find. Let's see here. Go to my currency tab.
2 broken vertebrae.
Yeah, so you find. Let's see here. You find 84 nar. Which, Cache, you would know as kind of like the general kind of currency here, but they're like dealing in coppers. That's kind of the equivalent that you can kind of go to. You also find you find a gloomspore cluster mushroom.
But any idea what that? I'll ask Alter.
No idea what.
We can ask Artrin later.
Yes.
And strangely enough, you find a small kind of like pouch. That like not a coin pouch, but like a small little pouch that seems to kind of have a very delicate, crystally sounding, like when you jingle the pouch, it kind of sounds almost crystally inside.
Well, I'm opening that up to have a go.
Okay. Fenris. Looking over her shoulder, I'm assuming.
I'm hoping, yeah.
That's a pouch of dragon scales. Glistening, shiny, silvery dragon scales. Now that is worth a pretty penny.
Just say, may I?
Of course. I can pass her the pouch of dragon scales.
So I wonder where he picks up these.
Yeah, a very rare item, I imagine.
Extremely rare. So this does not sit well with me.
I would have guessed.
I'm gonna pull the pouch and put the pouch inside the arbor.
Do indeed.
I will converse and see to what I should do with these.
No problem.
Can I tell if they are like actual dragon scales or if they came off a dragonborn?
Ooh. I'd say roll me a nature check. And you feel the essence of your patron influencing this.
Okay,
What do you
so
roll?
is that advantage?
Yes.
Okay, because that was a 4.
Oh, okay.
Marginally better. So that is 15.
15. It's hard for you to tell because you haven't come across many dragons, let's be honest. You might be bonded in spirit with a astral dragon, but dragons are not something you've come across quite a lot of times. Something about this sets Silverlight's teeth on edge. The fact that these are placed in a pouch like currency doesn't sit well with her.
I do believe I'll be doing some communing later. I'll hold on to the I'll set the pouch into the armor and hold on to them for now.
Okay.
And sort through the rest of the bodies.
Yeah. I'd say, like, yeah, that's kind of what you find. You find the weapons as well, so, like, you know.
The weapons
hand
look like
crossbows.
rubbish, so
Yeah.
so we'll leave them with Mogl, so
Okay.
they can sell it.
Okay. At this point, shall we take a quick little break?
Yep.
And then we'll continue on for a little bit more of kind of like checking, like, you know, what happened last game for everyone. But I wanted to say that you all level up.
Yay!
Oh, shit. Right.
So
We wait until we long rest.
you can, you can level up now if you wish, and then you'll probably have to do all your spells and stuff.
What's so funny
Yeah.
is that like we've been so busy, I haven't even got to use my level 10 feature yet.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you've had
It
quite a
needs
few
downtime, like-
battles.
Yeah, it's just been fucking one thing. Like
Yeah,
apparently, you know, the teleport and the choices we made.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just gone one thing into the next. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you had some
We'll all
pretty
be-
gnarly battles there, so I was like, nah, you gotta level up. So, yeah, so take your time. You can roll your hit die if you want, here on recording.
Oh, it's a D8. Where's my D8 gone?
I can't remember.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Dice are what?
Gizmo.
5 hit points. Hey,
What
everyone.
are my hit dice? 6? Oh, my hit dice are 6?
You're a D6, Al.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
That's a 1. Bollocks.
Reroll. You can reroll ones.
Okay, that's a 4.
7.
4 plus your con, which I don't think you have.
Which I don't think
anything.
is-
Hooray! I am finally out of the double digits.
Samesies.
Oh yeah, both of you were very close to being. Yeah, so I'd say so.
I'm now at 106.
Caché, can I ask,
2 text.
are you going bard or?
I'm probably going to go sorcerer.
Okay, so I need to prepare that. Cool.
Oh yeah, I should mention I'm taking a level of druid.
Fuck off, Gizmo. Yes, so you can enjoy picking your spells. I am going to sign us off for a quick break,
Yes.
and we will be back shortly. Sign off. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, goody goody.
So enjoy
Okay,
your levels
yeah.
levels up, and
Yeah.
we'll be back in a few minutes or so. So we fade back in. Where are you all headed? If you're gonna stay in Mogl's den, Artrin and Zora are still nowhere to be found. They seem to be collecting supplies.
Actually, Fenris, you said you were heading off after them. Did you find them or anything?
Yes, they were saying they would get supplies. They were supposed to meet us here. I did not see them, so perhaps we can just wait at their house. So we are all going to the opera tomorrow.
The opera?
We'll fill you in.
But
Yes.
we have to go back and stop whoever it is with the... What?
We do not yet.
Oh.
There is something very important at the opera that we all need to do.
Well, I mean, I won't argue. I quite like the idea of going to an opera. I don't think I've ever been to one. Maybe smaller ones, but...
If you say it's important, then I'm willing to go along with you, but we can't forget what we're going back for either.
Some explanation
No.
will be required.
Yes, I will explain this all, but when we are in somewhere more private.
And
Right now, I am aware of what we are going back into. And if you like, I can keep another eye on them and see if they are planning to use it anytime soon. So I doubt it.
Mind of these.
Very well, yes, I shall do my best.
Caché, what were you going to say?
that's all right now.
Okay. Sorry, there's a few times where she was trying to speak, and
Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't see.
okay.
So
Yes.
are you doing a scry?
Out in the street. We'll go back to the house first.
Oh, we're still in the place, aren't we?
We're still
Mogl's den at
by
the moment,
Mog's, yeah.
In your man's den. Oh, okay, right. You want to go
I'm
back?
not
I'll
going to
just
stay
we'll
here.
just tell Mogl that we're going back to Archon's house. If they come here looking for us, that's where we are.
Delightful. My cave is always welcome to all of you, especially you. He just stares longingly at you against.
It was an experience.
Yes. What is that, my love? Yes. And he kind of trails off and begins to move back towards that large core that's stuck on the wall.
Should leave before he changes his mind, decides to keep me.
I have so many
Agreed.
questions. Just so many of you.
Okay. So, navigating Nali Sonor without Artrin or Zora, I am going to need someone to take the lead on a survival check.
Or I'll give it I can give it a shot unless Caché wants to try it, since
I'm okay at this kind of a thing. So I mean, I suppose I'm used to city landscape.
You can help each other if you want.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let's say, well, see, sure, I'll do it if you want to help me.
Yeah, sure.
Do it at advantage.
okay.
Indeed. My survival. Terrible. Advantage. Okay, it's okay. That's not. Okay. A4 and A13. Survival plus 3, that's 16.
Okay. I'd say it takes you about an hour and a half to find your way back to the burrow. Well, you know it took Artrin and Zora about 40 minutes to bring you up here. So it takes you,
Yeah.
you got a little sidetracked, a little looped around, but you do, in fact, make it back to the burrow.
My sense of
door-
direction is for above ground.
Yeah, it's very different navigating this place underground. There's not the same kind of lighting or kind of essence that you would follow or kind of like backtrack. But you do make your way back.
Yeah.
And Bo actually kind of greets you at the door. Oh, I thought you were Zora and Artrin.
They are on their way. They are getting supplies for our business tomorrow.
Kind of moves to the side.
Thank you. I'll be speaking to him in Undercommon anyway, so.
I mean, he's only speaking in Undercommon, so.
Yeah.
Can I ritual cast comprehend languages when we get into the house?
Yep. 10 minutes pass. You're able to understand.
While he's ritual
languages.
casting, then I might as well go sit down and scry.
Okay. Who are you scrying on?
Well, first one is going to be Enya because I have the vial.
Okay. So she has to
I'll
make
find out.
a...
Where are we? Scrying. Wisdom save. -10. Wait, do we get knowledge and? Because then it would be. Oh well, no, actually, never mind. First hand is 0 anyway, so. So yeah, it
We
would
have her
be-
blood, so
Yeah, but
it's
there's
-10.
There's 2. There's knowledge of the person and connection, but I've only met the target, so I haven't.
You
I
haven't
don't
built
know her.
rapport.
I don't
really
know
with
her
or
well,
anything.
so the save
Yeah.
modifier is 0. So that's just a -10 because I have the body part.
So it's -10.
Yeah, -10 modifier to her wisdom save.
Okay, cool. No. With the -10, it is a 9.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on, let me check. What time is it? So it is currently 7 p.m. where you are, and they're okay.
They're ahead, aren't they?
They are ahead.
Okay, I'll temper my sense of decency accordingly.
It's kind of in the morning-ish. Okay. So you sit
Just
down.
going to sit cross-legged on.
Are you saying anything to anybody, or?
Well, I've got to say to Gizmo, it's like, make sure nothing happens to me.
Of course.
As I sit down, I'm kind of going to concentrate for a while, and then eyes are going to go open, but they're glazed over completely, like, white.
Okay.
So
So
elsewhere.
once more, Fenris, you find yourself first falling, but then are gently cradled on the back of a dragon. And you're flying through the clouds, slicing through them like butter. Silverlight dips her wings, and you kind of coast through an area of kind of turbulent air until you break through a portion of clouds, and there is once more the swift sled that you saw Enya escape on. So she's currently in the air. They're flying. You see that it is soaring quite a bit above the ground. You see large mountain range off to the right-hand side, and just barely can see a city nestled within the slopes and the cliffs. You're not quite sure where you are or where you're above, but it does appear like they're going a distance away from Manira. Enya kind of stands on the deck, staring out. She pulls at a pendant around her neck, holding it within her hands and kind of looking at the clouds. And for a moment, there's a kind of a sound. And you watch as she kind of lifts this almost like spherical, like disc, very much clockwork in make. But you can hear a female voice coming from the device itself, and it says, "Viper, Come in, Viper. And you kind of looks at the device that she's holding, and it looks kind of like a sending stone, but not what you're used to. And you hear, "Hatrix, what's your status?" The voice on the device. Things are... they're really heating up down here. We may need an earlier extraction. My handlers, they're starting to ask too many questions. And you kind of pauses for a moment. You can see your lips pursed. Can you divert their attentions for another few days? Individual. I think so. Tig has a target in mind, but... something's got the military and the brass buttons on edge. They're raiding houses in the gem ward. And you again kind of takes a big sigh. Execute the target. And then lay low. I'll inform the general and organize an extraction for you and the others. Head skyward and be ready near the red tops. Stay safe. And his hand kind of drops, and there's a look of nervous excitement on her face. And Fenris, the last thing you kind of hear in your scry is, "And so it begins."
Okay. Was that Atrix was the code name?
Hatrix.
Atrix. Okay.
Gizmo.
I'll
You
snap
see
out of
Fenris
it.
come out of it.
Well, what did you see?
This music is
I need to ask Caché a few questions, but I'll see what I saw. I'll relay everything I saw to her, everything I heard. To Gizmo, and then call Caché over. Or, well, I'll relay it to everyone.
Yeah, I'd imagine I'd
Okay.
be sitting nearby, probably having done my ritual casting as well. But...
Caché. Hatrix. Really? You recognize that name.
I do. Genasi.
Mm-hmm.
They got him.
They got... who?
She was a Genasi under my command on the San de Palais. She was an engineer. However, she got injured, so wasn't there when we went down.
So, she's been recruited by these people.
Yes.
Right.
Fenris, can you remember any landmarks or buildings in the city you saw that might be able to give us a place?
Unfortunately, I can only see so far, but I can try and describe what I saw. It's nestled in the mountains. How much do I remember of the city?
You're pretty high up, so it's hard to get too many like big landmarks. The biggest one is that the fact that it looks like a city that's like built at the base of the mountains. right at like kind of the edge of a really large lake as well.
Okay.
Are the red tops like is that a name of a common geographic location, or does it seem like more like a code word?
For you, Gizmo, I'd say definitely sounds kind of like a code name. However, I'd say you and Al, both of you with your such high intelligence, both of you kind of clock there is somewhere in Manira that has a lot of red roofs.
Is that
Red lights.
the red light district?
Mhm.
Oh, of course. Built into a mountain, floating, I suppose.
So it seems like Enya is currently close to a city that's near the mountains. She's saying to Hatrix to go skyward and head to the red tops.
Yeah.
Lay low in red light district.
Execute the target. And then get an extraction, is what he said.
I mean,
Did I catch who the target was? I didn't say.
Just heard a target, yeah.
I just heard Tig.
Tig has a target, yeah.
Tig.
Do you know who this Genasi is? And I'm saying this to Caché, but I'm not really looking at her. Then we have a chance to possibly stake out, get on top of this, find someone who has this knowledge, who has this information.
Yeah. I think I could approach her if we managed to find her as well. Without
But you said
Good
that
for a
we have
couple.
stay to go to the opera tomorrow.
that takes precedence at the moment, but
What?
Yes.
Well, we know that she's going to be trying to hold on for another few days, so we have some time. If this is important to you, then it's important to me. But after
Yes,
that,
this is paramount for me.
mhm.
then that
Also-
comes first.
I have a theory of where I think Enya might be as well.
Oh,
Very good.
My home city.
your home city.
The name has slipped my name to you, my mind to you.
The name has
Bill.
the name has escaped me as well, so bear with me there for a second.
I just could look
Munira.
and see.
Austral.
Wilmington.
Astral.
Austral.
Austral.
Yes, Austral is your birthplace.
Astral.
Austral.
Yeah, the name had escaped me because I had never heard of it before.
Well, could you possibly explain then? Well, actually, I suppose yes. Why are we going to the opera?
Yes,
I'll let you take this one, Fenris.
very well. So I knew so I hesitate to call them friends at the moment because we are simply utilizing each other in this to our own advantage.
Well, the individual
Because it-
as we're currently in, anyway.
Yes,
Yes.
as we are mutually using each other, so I do not think this is so bad. It's beneficial. But they are looking for someone in the opera house. They're looking to meet someone. Several of their number are held against their will and will be sold off to the highest bidders. Well, we were taking out the Gentlemen's Club. So I was, of course, disguised. Otherwise, I probably would have joined them very quickly. And so we met their contact, who was supposed to arrange the entrance to the opera house. And this is someone I know. So I'm very much interested in speaking to him alone.
I see.
So I do not need to elaborate. Just know that it will be a final conversation. Saw him.
Is this something that you need us to help you with, I suppose, or?
Yes, any help would be appreciated, but I do ask for some alone time with him.
I
Oh,
understand.
Or as anyone else, I might say no, but
Well,
this is Fenris.
I'm happy to provide any drinks you require for your alone time.
So, a nice glass of something red will definitely happen.
Hmm. Ooh.
Just help me, and I will elaborate more. Just know that if you help me, you will be excising a cancer from the world.
Would you? I mean, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to
No.
know? No. Okay. Fair
I
enough.
think she wants to punch it a lot.
Well, yes, that's true.
Yes. Well, after sharing a bath with you in this in the red light district, that you have seen me without any clothes or armor on.
Indeed.
He is one of the causes of my many decorations. So I will have a very firm chat with him.
Then he's gotta die.
Yes,
I
he
mean,
will.
it seems, only fair to at least have the conversation first. Like, satisfy
Yes.
some of your
Rest
questions?
assured that yes, he will die eventually.
Yes.
I'd say
But
at this
also,
point.
Artrin and Zora do need our help with their own friends, so we can, as you say, kill 2 hour cocker with 1 gerbil now?
I don't think. Yeah. Yes.
Catch 2 fish with 1 worm.
Yes, that also works. Okay, at this point,
You're
Sorry.
muted.
Cache, I can hear you.
I was just saying, shoot 2 birds with 1 bullet. The military one.
We get the.
There's a lot of metaphors.
I will say at this point, yeah, Artrin and Zora return. What language are you all speaking at the moment?
but I would have been
Common.
speaking common to them.
Common?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I hope so, because that's all I understand.
Gizmo's lost.
What have you been
Yeah, so at that point they do appear, and they seem to have kind of like some clothes and some gear and just kind of just other bits and pieces. And Archon kind of busies himself with collecting things off to the side. Zora kind of approaches you all, looks to Al and Gizmo, and then looks to Caché and Fenris. Have you had a chance to talk to them about everything?
So yes,
Broad strokes.
Broad strokes.
we have.
okay. They understand the importance of this. That we can't mess this up.
So yes, they understand its importance, and rest assured we will be there to help you.
More details
Okay.
will be required. I say in Celestial. No, I say in Common.
I translate.
She looks to you. Yeah. Oh, what more do you need to know?
We
Well,
just haven't finished filling in the plan.
Oh,
Yes.
well, yeah. I don't think we've made
Yeah.
the plan. So yeah. Well, we have a few things. So Zora and Archon are going to show you that they've purchased some somewhat fine attire, because not everyone is going to have access to glamours and magic. So Zora actually pulls a really like gorgeous, rich tone, like velvety purple coat that looks quite like yours, Al, but just like just that rich dark purple color, and
Very nice.
kind of gives it over to you. She tries to like speak common, but it doesn't quite work, so it's kind of like broken, and she's
You
just
tell her
kinda-
that I understand her. I can't. speak, unfortunately,
Hey.
myself.
I advise.
Okay, she gives you the code. And they provide some other gear, outfits to go to the opera. However, she does linger on you, Gizmo. And then looks to Caché and Fenris. He's going to be difficult to get in.
It's not as difficult as you would imagine.
Perhaps a bodyguard?
He is proving quite popular. So we had to dispatch a few ruffians who were trying to acquire him for your Duragar friends out front in the gate.
Ugh, do not call him a friend. It's a spit on my shoe.
I meant that
no.
in sarcasm.
That does pose a problem, because that means others will probably be after you all. So we need to work quickly.
So, would you... I suppose I should just simply ask outright. So would you like us to murder him?
At the gate?
Obviously not at the gate in full view of everyone.
Well, no, you're just wanting to murder him at the... No, this is not
He's
worth
a
it.
god.
Not at the
Like,
gate in full view of everyone, and that's stupid.
Might cause further trouble as well.
Yes, we're going to make it very difficult to move around in this city. I meant to kill him discreetly.
Look, if you want to, go right ahead. But to be honest, there's 10 more like him. It's not worth it. It's not
Exactly.
worth the blade. If he's after one of you, he's not after the rest of you.
I see. Well, if I find him, I will shoot to drop him off something high. If not, well, there's no great loss.
I also disagree. If he's after one of us, he's after all of us.
Yes.
We do tend
If
to
that's
stick
how
together.
you see it.
That is exactly how I see it.
That's how
Okay,
it
well
is.
then you go off and be a hero. I am gonna go get my own.
Yes.
She's been in that opera house for I don't know how long.
Yes, we
Once
should
we're
discuss
gonna-
how we're going to get this person out. Where is she being
Yes.
held? In the opera house. Do we know?
So what is your plan?
I don't know. That's the problem. None of us have ever been in this opera house before. I'm
Folks,
assuming
that's a
by
great plan.
what the stageman had to say is that she's going to be a performer.
I'm going to be translating this to Gizmo as, they give the details.
What are they saying? They keep
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
me.
No, I have to look at them. I have
Yes.
to make eye contact.
So out of all of us, Caché is the best actor, so Gizmo shall go with her and be her bodyguard.
Gizmo,
That
you
could
good?
work.
So I swear I will return it once our business is concluded, but I will be using this hat and workers, what most people call the unseen, the low-paid employees. So I will work as an usher, perhaps, or a janitor. Then I will actually scope out the opera house.
Well, if you remember what the stageman said, he wants us to enjoy the first half of the performance, and then
Exactly, but only your friend Artrin is going to be taken.
No, Artrin is the
I'm
only one
assuming.
who will go and
Exactly.
talk with the Lord. But at that point, the rest of us could potentially have free reign to sneak about the place if we can get out.
Yes, exactly. Which is why, if I will already be sneaking about the place, I can save you some time. We can make this much more efficient.
Okay, if you want to go off on your own and die, then have no one at your back.
So, I've got someone at my back.
You gotta just... Well, it gives you a look of, why are you so headstrong?
Well, I suppose maybe I should go in as an audience member.
We have a number of tickets.
Yes.
We do. We
Lovely.
have 4 officially from the stageman, but I've managed to create another one.
Like I said,
So exactly.
I've never been to
I
an opera.
think if you are willing to hear potentially an idea. I think we should make your friend an exotic lord. Draw some attention away from the rest of us. You stand out. She looks at you.
I suppose.
You could be a traveling professor or someone from far away.
Both.
Which
Well,
means
I am
people
someone
will
from far away.
An
I suppose
engineer,
that
a
is-
creator. You have
an
millions.
engineer, a creator,
Yeah.
and I understand you want to put your construct with Caché, but Caché is quite sneaky, so I feel the construct should be with the Lord or the professor.
Yes, of course.
We are
I
quite
suppose.
Gizmo,
It's,
you can be my
It
bodyguard.
also might make sense why you want your construct with you. If you're from a different location from the surface world, it would make sense. They might allow you in.
Humphrey,
Yes,
how do you feel about pretending to be Gizmo's little brother?
Little brother? No. Maker? Yes.
Well, as in you made Gizmo.
You think I could not?
Well, I've never seen you create anything quite so, complex.
I mean, no offense, Humphrey, but only I can make this suit.
Well, there you go. You heard it from him.
Kind of cross.
Yes, this plan does makes a lot of sense. Caché, so would you just like to shadow me for a while? I assure you the pun was intended.
I'm up for whatever.
Well, if we were scouting out the place either before or during the intermission.
Sure, I have a number of spells that by tomorrow I'd be able to work out that could be very beneficial. Thinking around like that.
Yes. Oh, and be sure to bring Terry. He will be very useful.
Terry's always with me, aren't you, Terry?
Yes.
Has everyone? I don't think everyone has seen Terry, have they?
I
Has
would've.
Alnilam and
Oh.
They have-
Artrin and
They have.
Zora, I think they have seen Terry, yeah.
okay, great, okay.
Zora is still gonna go, huh! Oh, God.
Do not worry. Terry is not so nearly as frightening as Humphrey speaking.
That's not
you're not
frightening,
Humphrey.
Humphrey. Please speak.
Humphrey, you're allowed to talk. You have a voice.
I do, and I enjoy it. Thank you, friend. What was the giant core that was attached to the room in Mogl's den?
I think that had something to do with the machine, he said.
Ah, the machine, yes.
Do you know what the machine is?
Of course.
It seems like some kind of hive connection, maybe a hive mind.
Hive mind. I do not understand this term.
One where multiple consciousnesses
So
are
perhaps a single consciousness shared among many people.
Ah,
a walking web of sorts.
yes, that seems similar to the machine. The machine gives me knowledge. When I
Is-
connect, I learn.
Is that its purpose?
And how often do you connect?
I can connect now, if you wish.
Well, I mean, will you be able to unconnect easily?
I do not know.
Oh, well, I mean,
It doesn't
Knock
make a
yourself out.
screechy sound when you connect.
yes, I do. I'm kind of worried, to be honest. I have attached a voice box, Yeah.
It's fucking dial up.
We can't speak through Humphrey while it's connected.
To disable the voice box while he's doing it.
Don't pick up the other the other construct while that's happening.
Humphrey is actually going to glance over at Gizmo. Does Gizmo not connect to the machine? I
Gizmo?
know Echo does.
How do you know that?
Because I've spoken to him.
I'm gonna summon my echo.
Okay. You do?
I'm gonna telepathically ask, have you been speaking with Humphrey?
He has questioned me a few times, yes?
What have
Mostly
you
when you were
discussed?
powered down.
What did you discuss?
Humphrey was feeling lost. I helped him with direction. My apologies if I've overstepped. I feel a kindred essence with him. One
No,
I
it's-
cannot explain.
It's alright. I don't want to take that kind of autonomy from you. But I would appreciate if you let me know in future.
Of course.
I'll turn to the rest of the group. Aye, it seems like whatever connection Humphrey's referring to, my echo has the same.
Interesting. Some kind of machine, ethereal plane.
Humphrey, do you know its purpose?
The machine?
Yes.
Purpose. I am still trying to find my purpose. I do not
Very
know its.
philosophical point.
Perhaps it is trying to find its own.
Well, so long as you don't get the urge to start, forcibly getting other creatures to join the machine, I think we're all good.
No. But there is some truth in that line of questioning. A hypothesis, perhaps. Evidence. Trial and error.
We saw what happened there with the puppet master. That was quite a gruesome
Unfortunate.
scene.
Programming. A fault of creator, I assume.
Oh, let's hope that I didn't make any such faults. I am a flawed individual, but, well, I suppose this is what happens when you create something with a mind of its own.
So long as it has its own mind.
Well, so remember,
Humphrey.
you're Gizmo's little brother.
If I have to be. Fine.
That's sake of an act.
An act. He'll
Well,
scooch
that
over a
was
little
the
bit
tea.
closer to Gizmo and sit, and his little feet will move as he's sitting next to him.
Put my arm around him.
Okay. So,
Right. So I guess we have our themes.
outfits to choose from if you wish.
Mhm.
And with that, I think we'll call it there for the night. And start in on some of these plans next game.
Mhm.
So, thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Woo.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.